Yo, yo. I want to see if that works. That's interesting. Okay. I can fuck with that.
Come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings. You pray for my mama. My mama just died. I wouldn't dare do that shit. I'm a con and I play on every body in my face. Cause the old say if anybody give you their ear and their eyes, you can play on them. Aiden offered NBA Youngboy team $1 million to stream. Act finna let him do it for free. Man, Act, you done got in the back way. I validated he was a thoroughbred street before he did that.
That if you are someone, when I say the mascot theme we're going with, someone like Tekashi 6ix9ine, do you think Youngboy and them is like that, but you said all of that and showed up to the tour and nobody done nothing to you?
Because the police were there. I walked with a light. Prove my point again. That I did not say my protection is I call the police on you.
And if you ain't talking no dough, then I ain't interested. Look, they say the sky's the limit, I'm going farther than that. She keep blowing on my phone, so I called her mama, come get your daughter back. They just want a little bit of fame, get them boys whack. What, baby? Little one eye, bust your brain, better get a hard hat. They say the sky's the limit, I'm going farther. They can try to, but can't kill me. I'm immortal. I just bought a life, as and did a side, come with that order. You lazy, the reason you broke, you don't know how to hustle. Don't try me, they know I'm stressed, son. Look, red rum, red dot. Hit the block when 12 come. Look, know I'm thugging to the fullest, asking for a bullet, cause he never felt one. Stick him to the wall, this a nail gun. Riding with my dog, trying to nail something. Yeah. I said that on you when he got your partner too.
Yo.
I take the fucking before I do the fucking. That's been my relationship in the industry since I showed up. I'm gonna take the fucking before I do the fucking. We can have a misunderstanding. We can have some words. And we can repatch up afterwards.
Right.
But boy, the fucking go part ways. Yeah. When I go to feel like you trying to fuck on me, we go part ways.
Yeah. Nah, that ain't cool, though. You ain't supposed to do no like that. But see, that's the thing. That's what you got to watch for. You know, I'm a street, so I come in on some. You got to kind of watch for these like Birdman who give you that Birdman treatment.
Well, here it is. I'm thinking when a transition from this world and come over here to the square world, you can play foul and pack foul.
Man, that's worse.
These worse than street. Because
street, at least some of us think
they might not have no honor, but they got some morals and principles that they'll stand on.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, they got some principles that they guide their moral.
Right.
You might not agree with their value system. They got some principles that the God, the
Constitution.
The whole ass like that ain't got no constitution.
Because you at least a thing like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Let me just say, I'm gonna cut y'all.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I can see how my feel. Listen, one time my
even if it's you forever. I'm saying now I'm sitting unknown people who don't know you that
we
other
talking
business
about the short dancing
Yeah.
You say you been just sitting back looking. You normally don't speak on that.
Nah.
What made you speak on this?
Because I'm just watching it, and I'm in the position, and also I'm watching how you kind of help build the platform.
I got them to remote
and y'all play cool
partners, brothers. He bring me around his family, everything.
So I'm wondering where it go left.
Took me to his hometown. It went left because homie came to me like a brother business partner. Hey man, showed me his numbers. He paid me maybe forgot how much he was maybe 8,000 in the red off what he paid me for his footage.
Right.
I'm saying everybody else in the green.
Right.
That got to do with what you doing. You controlling too much, right? You don't know what you're doing. So
and you a new platform still too.
Well, you're a new platform and you don't know what you're doing. The first half of the year, you was going live with me.
Nah.
And then stop. I'm trying. He wouldn't listen.
Especially the kind of shit you was saying.
He wouldn't listen to his team.
Yeah.
He didn't know about clipping. None of that.
Right.
He relying strictly on YouTube. So I'm doing for him what I don't do for nobody else because I'm building a platform because that's my brand. I come with small platforms I help build. So the come to me and say, man, I ain't making this. Can we renegotiate the number? We go from 10 to 5. Yeah, we go from 10 to 5. I was like,
50%.
I'm finna take a 50% cut for the team. A few days later, he trying to hit my girl up, say, let's me and you, we can get some money together. So I'm saying, if you my partner, why go around me to get to my new broad? You done met all my broads.
Yeah.
You done met side, you done met everything. But I noticed this one caught your eye because you kept highlighting how bad she was.
Yeah.
So why go around me when you could have come to me and say, my ask your girl, I see she cool with Lil Wayne, manager. See if you can get him on her. You ain't never got an artist bigger than me on her. What makes you think you can get Lil Wayne and you struggling to pay me?
Uh-oh. Now that's a conversation.
What makes you think you can get Lil Wayne and you struggling to pay me,
That's a conversation.
Nigga? But you done went to my broad.
Cause Wayne gonna want a stupid bag.
Come on, homie, but you
Wayne don't even talk. He gonna want damn near 100K.
So you tripping with me by 10. I charged you 20, should have hit you for 40 for whack. You couldn't even pay me the whole 20 up front. You 1,500 me out. I had to call you by my.
Say squad, if you just now joining in, we literally just kicking back, chilling. It's a Saturday. Hope everybody's Saturday starting off good. But I literally just started this up because I was watching. I was literally just watching this, so I figured I just put this on and we watch it together. That's literally it.
My money. So I started noticing I be in a relationship when I front you an interview. I front you an interview. I front interview.
Yeah.
I front interview like dope. I front interview. I used to front real life street stars.
Yeah.
I used to front until they start getting on their top. Come on, nigga, I'm fronting y'all dope.
Yeah.
How y'all gonna let a nigga, I'm fronting y'all the dope. So nigga, I used to front him the interview. He pay me here, pay me here, pay me here. I started noticing he do like most of your partners do. Hey, you start calling about your money. I'm the partner, you ain't got to call about your money. Say, I got it, come on. I'm gonna beg, I'm gonna blow you up by getting you back your money. So I noticed, I started having to call about my money. I started noticing when my partners come around, my manager, Dewberry, he ain't as active as trying to talk to Dewberry who can build some more brands with him. He wanna talk to my new girl. So I put them in a position to see who need to be fired. She new to the crew, so of course you let her run freely.
Yeah.
I see he got a liking for her. He gravitates to her wherever she go. He like it. He don't know we watching.
Yeah.
Me, Sane, do all us watching, homie, and it's obvious he's doing this.
I ain't that kind of nigga.
So I left a seat open next to her, which had my name on it at 8. So listen,
hit the light so we go cinematic with it.
So listen, he can't get in none of Aiden Ross events, so he getting all this with me.
Make sure it's still.
So peep game, right?
Yeah.
I leave a seat open next to her. It's 2 seats open behind him, behind her next to Sane and Dewberry. I got to go on stage with Aiden to go host with him and Ryan Garcia. I watch him go sit next to her. Homie, me and my partners don't and talk to our girl.
So he's saying that I'm gonna present the other side. So he's saying I'm sitting next to her because that's the home team.
No. Get back with the manager and them.
Because I came and saw you fight.
My seat.
Hold on. I came and saw you fight.
Yeah.
Guess who was with you?
Who? My little mama.
Did you ever see me next to her?
I didn't see none of my partners next to her. I've never seen none of my partners do what he do. I done put her around everybody. So let everybody. He the only sucker that a sucker can't hide sucker.
I hate that for both of y'all.
Oh, well, I don't. Because listen, I done decreased for him.
Right.
So anytime I got to decrease my value when my value is increasing. As my partner, why I got to decrease for you? Just don't book me no more.
Right.
And stack that money and then come back when you can afford me. But we partners.
How do you feel when you see them pop up every time, like on the academics or over here, over there?
I don't see them. I don't watch nobody.
No, I'm talking about when you on, like I seen it was a clip on TikTok.
This I say that's what guilty hoes do. That's what the do when she guilty. She met her. That's what the do when she knows she done fucked up.
Okay.
That's what the do. That hoe coming out of my. So listen. So what he popping up for if he ain't done nothing? If my partner accused me of something and going, I ain't gonna be trying to prove myself to him.
Is he proving himself to you or to the fans? Because he felt like
no. He called my phone, man. What's up with that? We could have been talked about this. We ain't talked since May. This happened in May.
Right.
This happened in May.
Could you talk to him?
Yeah. We were still booking for interviews after that. His guilty conscience wouldn't let him book the interview. Hey, what's up? We gonna do another interview?
Out of nowhere. What stopped?
I don't listen. That guilty conscience. You know she done told him, man. I told him woo. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So his guilty conscience is gotta kind of shine away.
Right.
Cause he booked me for a trip to Puerto Rico to go do an interview.
After that.
I went. I took the star cornerback Kevin Wiggins from Jackson State University. But I said, man, this nigga finna booking me out here. He got his family with him. He finna take me out to the jungles. Come on, why would you book me to Puerto Rico, my first time in Puerto Rico, to have me with your family? I'm finna fuck with hoes out here.
Right.
I'm finna fuck these Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
So I ain't do the interview. But I'm saying, we could have done this back home. You coming out here because you got to deal with your grandmother's death. So you go play on me with that and get you some content.
Right, but you picking it up though. Whole time you playing with it, but you picking it up.
I'm playing with it though, cause I want to be in Puerto Rico. So I want to come play trick in Puerto Rico.
Right.
So home, I'm saying, so that happened in May. I don't say nothing about it to August, September. I don't say nothing about it to August, September. But this what really struck my interest. Up until she came into the picture, this my Miami strip club partner. This my Miami strip club road dog.
Right.
We jumping out the Maybach and everything.
Yeah.
We in Tussies, fucking the whole. This my partner. The day of my birthday, we got a yacht party, porn stars and hoes. She gets sick. Me and him drop her off. We waiting. He thinks she coming down. He thinks she going up and coming down. We waiting. I said, come on, let's go. He said, oh, she ain't going? I said, no, she ain't going. Now he don't want to go to the yacht party. Say, homie, I pay attention to everything.
Yeah, you got to.
I pay attention to my
Yeah.
Damn, that shit lame. I ain't gonna lie. Yo.
Fucking much trying to do the running I can do on my challenge.
I'm just chilling live.
Huh?
I'm just chilling live.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I ain't even getting no fucking Jimmy.
No notification?
I've been on both of my joints all morning. Unless that's the one 15 minutes ago. I was at the stove. That was it.
Yeah, I pay attention to everything, homie. So he don't know I'm paying attention.
Right.
Most motherfuckers think they sharper than you anyway.
Yeah. That's where they fail at.
I ain't got this far talking and got the world listening and I'm done.
What?
Even my woman, I said, y'all must think I'm stupid.
That's what I tell my people.
Y'all must think I'm stupid, man.
This is the executive branch you on, man.
I play dumb with y'all because I think y'all, so I don't want y'all to, so from May, June, July, August, I'm steady hitting them up, say, let's get an interview in. Hey, he steady, woo, man, woo. I said, I know what it is.
You think he had a guilty conscience?
Oh, well, he couldn't get into an event one time. He calling her. I say, tell him, I see him calling. Tell him to hit my line. He hitting up through Messenger. I tell him hit my line.
Right.
So I stopped answering the calls then. Why, if you can't call me, why you hitting my up trying to go through me? You don't know what woman I'm with, homie.
Right.
I might be hiding out with, and you letting her, you don't know what play I done ran. So why you don't even do that?
Right.
Why, matter of fact, why you putting the in our business? Man, you been doing business 3, why you putting the bras in our business, nigga?
Yeah.
So, he ain't never done this before. And things start, the energy shifted. Oh, I got a new baby on the way. Man, I hate a talk that new baby talk, but got 2 Maybachs in there. You supposed to be in position for this. You steady coming in the hole. You supposed to come bring it like. So now, when I say something, I just mention it. Say, homie, I done quit fucking with a lot of. It's a lot of people you don't see that's around me.
Right.
Some of my childhood.
Right.
Not that they done something wrong. You just outgrow the situation.
Right.
It don't change the dynamics of the relationship. You just outgrow the situation where y'all at.
Right.
So, once I thought about it, I said, homie, my came to me, he go decrease me, but go increase my woman without me.
But you missing the last part you put on it that I think adds context to it. You gonna increase her, even if, let's bypass her and look at Wayne. You know what type of money Wayne gonna want to come sit on the couch, man?
You go, hold on, fuck Wayne. What if she burn off on both of us when she get the money?
So he trying to send the money through her?
No, they get money without me.
Yeah.
Just think,
right.
I don't know the play being made.
Right.
If she new to the crew, you know, she might think she got a sucker. I can't knock no woman when she thinks she got a sucker.
Nah, for sure.
But you play a
you
sucker
let her move
for a
on
sucker.
it. Yeah.
So if he do a 42 fake me out and go to her and say, man, we can get some money together. I already know that's fucking talk.
Yeah.
That's to set the stage. I done got a lot of yeah, let me get some money. Yeah. And you want some pussy. Cause he never got the number. They never got to the number. So I'm saying, goddamn, why leave me out? Hey, I'm 5,000 short in what we doing, my bring me in and we might can double it.
Right.
But why do you partner like that if we partners?
Right.
I can see her doing it because she new to the crew.
What about when, I'm saying though, when you see him bring you up, he like on apology tour now when it comes to your name, telling people.
Man, you know I got the free Keisha, let that hoe out. I sit back and relish in the fact that he letting that hoe out in him. Because I don't bring it up nowhere. Don't nobody ask me about it.
Yeah.
God smile and saying, player been doing like this forever. And it's always the unusual player. You know, the dog with 3 legs. The levy dog.
Yeah.
Nah, homie, I like, because the player's winning right now. I done came and brought the player type. Now the player winning right now, nigga. And I get to play Trick, Mac, and all that type of shit with no shame. He feel shame.
You think so?
Man, come on, man. You know everybody think I ain't supposed to have all these bad hoes I be fucking on. You know me how Aunt get them, man. Yeah. So, you know, because.
See, they try to paint it like, yo, this his first bad bitch and shit like that. What does that mean?
It don't matter. I done had plenty bad bitch.
When you hear a try to paint it like that.
On his platform, he watched Britney. He wanted to get at Brittany Renner, who she ran to. He was wanting to, that's why he thought he had Brittany Renner. He set that play up thinking he would go get her. 2 laps she jumped on.
Right.
Say, homie, listen. Is looking with hate in their heart for a player. My conversation and how articulate I am let you know I'm a player because conversation is about a player's game. They looking for a handsome nigga. the handsome nigga stopped getting pussy in high school after the football game.
Yeah,
Once start getting into the elements of the culture, I'm sexy to a bunch of hoes because I'm polarizing, like the preacher.
yeah,
homie, that's what Brittany said. Now, the polarizing is what made her in front of millions of people get on that lap and make that engine crank up.
Hey, you talking about?
Shit, and didn't get off of it when it crunk up. She went to fit trying to make it in the world watch that. So let's go back to my other little bro who brought when me and my wife fell out. Remember they put her online? She was just as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't let me go to Nene, tatted Nene. I can go down the list.
Yeah.
Say how many, every major strip club in America, when I walk in, the baddest ones in the club come next to me. And that's whether I'm throwing money or not. Yeah, now every woman want to be able to get something if she giving something.
Whether you're backing up your home, exploring the outdoors, or powering the job site.
You talking about?
And you ain't getting the best of it if you ain't giving her nothing.
That's what they don't know.
You ain't getting the best of it.
But guess what I found out?
Yeah, they suck dick way better when it's rewarded than. Boy, when you give a dog a treat after it done something good, it do the reward. It do whatever that treat. So it's people I done said I would never do nothing with. But because they never had an ill intent to try to hurt me in no way, it's easy to mend. Woody, 607 Mark, homie, he got ill intent now. So when I heard him say, first it was, I think he's stuck in character. They all say that.
Do you think you stuck in character?
How can I, homie? How can I be stuck in character when you would be seeing me everywhere going to jail, fussing, cussing, fighting?
Not necessarily. And also, I think
I'm saying my character is very offensive. How bitch? I don't talk like that in real life.
Not every one of your characters. That's one of your characters.
I only got one character. It's an internet character.
I disagree with that. I think you got different sides of that character.
Where have you seen me in real life outside the internet?
What you mean?
Where have you seen me operate outside the internet?
No, I'm saying I'm speaking to the character on the internet.
It's only an internet character.
But it's different facets of that character. That's what I'm saying.
It adjusts.
It's like a man that played basketball. He's an athlete. He's a man.
This is what I learned to do in public speaking. My story don't change. The crowd do. I adjust for the crowd. The character's still the same. The whole fucking I adjust for the crowd.
So you telling me you don't have the emotional character that may jump out there in front of something that's going on? I've seen you take the opposite side of the offensive side as well. That's the other side of the character.
The character is to do opposite of what everybody else do. So to be offensive, to come play a villain, I don't come to uplift.
But where do you come? I've seen you uplift, but where do you get your sample size from to call that everybody? Because whatever side you choose have fans.
My sample size to everybody. So when I'm looking in the crowd,
right,
on this phone, I can't see no faces. I ain't got no script. I'm just on here smoking weed.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna say. I just know I'm gonna cuss you out and be offensive.
But I'm saying I get that.
But you saying I have multiple characters.
Yeah.
I don't. I just got an internet persona, and that's it. When I get through that internet persona, I come back to be Charles in the strip club fucking with hoes.
But I'm saying, does that internet persona operate in different fields? Meaning, you may jump out and say, y'all wrong for what y'all did to that kid. What was the kid in Texas that I think you came out at first and you was kind of upset with him. You trolled him and then you revert.
But I wasn't upset with it. I used him because I had dissed a dead rapper's daughter. And I was telling black people, y'all don't care nothing about that kid, them two kids that got killed there. I was trolling black people. It had nothing to do with that kid. So, homie, when I get on the internet, I'm coming to the internet for content creation and to play an internet character. I tweaked the character after I seen Dolomite. When I come off this, I'm Mr. Charleston.
Yeah.
I'm daddy. And I'm in the club fucking with hoes. I ain't an internet character in real life. That's only for y'all on the internet because I know most.
Nah, I done been around you. I know that. What I'm saying, but what we doing is we unpacking the conversation.
I don't come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings. Shock, jock.
So you telling me
when I come off this, I'm Mr. Charleston.
Yeah.
I'm daddy, and I'm in the club fucking with hoes. I ain't an internet character in real life. That's only for y'all on the internet because I know most.
Nah, I done been around you. I know that. What
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying,
no,
but
so-
what we doing is we unpacking the conversation.
I don't come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings. Shock, jock.
So you telling me, you saying that I haven't saw the other side of it? What you
You ain't never see me cry online and seriously
not cry? I'm saying
you ain't never see me sad online.
Take a side that's not offensive, meaning take the pleasant side of it. Like, yo, y'all got that wrong. This baby ain't had nothing to do with that or X,
That's just
Y, and
for the
Z.
moment. That ain't the character. That's just me. Hey man, y'all wrong and coming back. But I'm gonna go back and say, man, fuck that kid. I might say fuck that kid tomorrow. I'm not on the internet being serious.
At no time.
At no time. I think you dumb and you come over being serious. Pray for my mama. My mama just died. I wouldn't dare do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm a con. I played on my mama. And I play on every body in my face. I ain't serious about nothing. But about what I want to do. I'm playing on everybody.
Yeah, I
The
get what you're
internet,
saying.
whoever in my face, you playing in my face. So I play. And I play for me. I'm a selfish little homie. I don't come to I don't give a fuck about nothing.
I'm mad that I can't remember a moment that can kind of give that example of what I'm saying, but I know every time. I know
listen.
the majority of the time you take
homie,
the other
when
side.
I was serious, y'all miss me. So I would never make that mistake again. Coming on the internet being serious. Why would I do that? When half the things that's watching you are not real humans. So you think I don't know this game? Why would I come bring me to y'all when the internet does nothing but crucify? So why would I get on here and be serious when half of the people will not take
They
it
say
serious?
it's value in telling your story.
It's not no
and
value
your
in telling my
testimony.
story. I get paid to tell my testimony.
Okay then.
So I don't tell it on the internet. I come on here and bring people on live, play music, smoke weed. Y'all miss
so
that
the interview,
part.
so the interview side of you, when you sit down and have some real conversations, I think that's the other side of the character.
That's not the other side of the character. That's me doing a real life interview.
So you step outside of the character.
Listen. That's a real life interview that's being pre-recorded. So there's no live television.
Right.
This me talking to a human, asking questions. You're gonna get whatever you get based off the questions. See what I'm saying? You're gonna get whatever
I
you
hear
get
what
based
you're
off the
saying.
questions. But even in the questions, I'm not gonna pour my soul out in the question. I'm gonna ask basic, simple questions. Homie, the worst thing celebrities can do is give themselves to an interviewer.
The interviewers are celebrities.
I wouldn't give a damn who they are. The worst thing anybody could do is give yourself to another person. The real you.
But
hold on. Why not give it to your wife?
You do give it to your wife, but
No,
I also
don't.
think
I ain't been home in 2 years.
Yeah,
What you
you
mean give it to
don't.
my wife?
We'll
I don't
get
give
to
shit.
that.
No, hold on,
We'll
hold on.
get to that
Hold
in
on.
a
Hey,
minute.
check it out, homie. Hey, listen, I don't give me to nobody.
That's the point I'm making, right? I think the further you go up, because you got to think, I'm in these rooms, I'm moving real big business. So what I'm saying is, the further you go up, it's like the less oxygen that's up here.
Not for me.
So what happens is,
I ain't went. That high up, homie. I ain't went that high up.
you getting a lot of money, you got a lot of fame, Charles.
I've been having that for 5-6 years. I ain't went that high up.
So you telling me you ain't been affected by fame?
Everybody's affected by fame.
You are high up.
So
are you
I-
downplaying your celebrity?
So this is what I did. I isolated myself so I can have all the oxygen.
Me too. That's what I've done. That's really the only way you can do
Oh,
it.
no, I got a in every city I go to. I can take refuge in any city, in any state I go to. Most ain't do that. And I'm openly saying I got a everywhere I go.
Right.
That I can lay and fucking sleep and eat with. Every city I done been to, I done put a flag somewhere.
Yes, Lord.
That's my oxygen.
Yeah.
And I can openly
So the
say
bitch
it.
give you your oxygen.
No. I give me oxygen. The bitch give me peace and refuge.
That's all I get from the bitch. So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is there's a yearn to feel connection. And sometimes
There's not a yearn to feel connection. You ain't finna speak that.
Listen.
My mama say you connect with God. Without God, you don't need to be the man or nobody. So I wake up every day and say, God, give me the spirit. And I be free. And my mama told me what to do, homie. Take the man and the woman out of it. I connect with God. You know why? I used to be blind most of my life. I ain't grow up like y'all. I grew up with God. I ain't grow up playing with kids.
Yeah, that's true.
I grew up by myself.
Yeah.
Blind. barely can walk. I didn't grow up people. Y'all need people. So I
Nah,
come
not
amongst,
necessarily
so,
need
so I
people.
come amongst y'all, homie, to play on y'all. I
You
think
can't play on me because
Nigga, I
I'm
don't know who
elite.
I am. If you
I'm
interviewing me,
elite.
I done played on the elite. Why you think you done paid me to get here?
You ain't played on me.
I
You
done
think
played-
they playing on me?
I done played.
Nah, not necessarily need
so
people.
I come amongst y'all, homie, to play on y'all. I
You
think
can't play on me because
Nigga, I
I'm
don't know who
elite.
I am. If you
I'm
interviewing me,
elite.
I done played on the elite. Why you think you done paid me to get here?
You ain't played on me.
I
You
done
think they playing on me?
I done played.
You think they're playing on me?
Listen, this is how I played on you. I got your attention to make you watch me. Reach out to me and say, hey man, let me talk to you.
We been fucking around, so this is the thing.
So that's what I'm saying. I played on you years ago to get you here.
Nah, that ain't playing on me. Hey, listen, this is business.
If you
ain't played on me, I'm elite.
How did you know me then?
Because
how
I'm
did you know
hey,
me?
listen,
How
this
you
is
meet me?
hold on, let me explain.
How you meet me, nigga?
I met you. Let me explain.
Did you meet me on the internet?
Let me explain.
Did you meet me through the internet?
Of course.
You've been played on then. I come playing on the internet.
You ain't playing on me.
I come playing
got
on
my
the internet.
fortune from the internet. You ain't talking to one of them niggas.
No.
See, that's the thing. We both
We ain't
playing
talking
in the
about money.
same box.
We ain't talking about
Nah,
money.
we playing in the same box.
You ain't doing the numbers I'm doing.
Nah,
I'm doing 4 billion on
I'm
TikTok
getting
by
paid
myself.
for everything, though.
I am too, though.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a little different.
No, let's go back to what we talking about. You said if I caught your attention from that camera, you got played on.
No,
nigga.
sir.
I was sitting in
I disagree.
I came to the internet playing.
I disagree.
So, and listen, if you know my name,
Yeah.
and you didn't go to school with me, you not from my city, I played on you in the world. That's why you know my name. That's
Hey,
all I'm
listen,
saying.
I got a business that run off the internet.
I ain't talking about being. I'm saying if you know Charleston White and you didn't meet me in school and personally and you met me through watching me on this phone, you was played on.
Listen, you missing the point. That's
all
for
I'm
the
saying.
people that's watching you as just fans of you. We
No,
do
that's
business.
anybody watching me. Business person watching me. What made you start watching me
both
then?
profit from
What
this.
made you start watching me?
What you mean? What made
What made you start watching me? Because I'm not from Nashville.
You were polarizing.
There
I don't
you go.
fuck around with just Nashville. I'm an
you go.
elite.
There you go. Pistol Gordon was posting me.
I don't watch
playing
Pistol
on it.
Gordon.
I'm playing. Listen, this is how the world got to know me through this guy, Pistol Gordon.
Yeah, but I'm telling
I
you.
didn't know nobody. I didn't even know about the internet.
I
just
followed you on Facebook.
I didn't even know people follow me. I'm just on here talking in my car, playing, driving my kid to school every morning. Yeah, we're playing. Coming up selling knockout purses from California to Texas, making money like a local.
I remember
I
that.
didn't know the world was watching me, but when I found out, I started playing on people that were watching. Because the old said, if anybody give you their ear and their eyes, you can play on them. Play on, pal. If I don't watch nobody and I don't listen to nobody because they can play on you, watching and listening. Stop watching and listening. I'm going to play on you.
Listen, I'm telling. Hey, listen.
I know it hurts to hear it. But
nah,
yeah,
it ain't
and
true.
I lie even when I'm telling the truth.
But
You
here
don't
go
know
the
when I'm
thing. The
lying, I'm
thing
telling the
is, you can't say that because I profit in this sandbox. People
great
that's
man.
wasting time in this sandbox.
Okay,
that's
big
one
dog.
thing.
Okay, big dog. You the
I
man.
profit
You the
in
man.
this
You the
sandbox.
man,
You hear
Lou.
me?
You the man, Lou.
I profit in this
You a elite
sandbox
nigga.
as well. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't no elite. I'm just nappy dread,
Yeah.
struggling as a single daddy,
Yeah.
taking my kids to school, and look where I'm at now.
Yeah,
Boy, I played
elite.
some games.
Elite.
I was struggling like a.
You played on some people along the way, but I wasn't one of them. Is all I'm saying. It's hard to play on me.
I played to get your attention, man. That's all I'm
All
saying.
right, bet. We're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna agree to disagree.
I ain't trying to knock you down, my nigga.
We're gonna agree to
good
disagree.
friends, so we can do that.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you know what it is? We got Charleston White in the building. Listen, man. We having one of them conversations today. I think is long awaited.
This what make this a great interviewer. He can come back to the middle.
Yes.
That's what make you good. You
Yes.
do it with Dr. Umar, you done,
Yes.
you can come back to the middle.
That's why I want to have one of those today. I want us to get there because I think the people need some clarification on some things. And I think you were one of the great speakers we have in the culture. I've always said that. And so I think that's what's offensive to me to say playing on me is because I'm an elite. You know my catalog, though. But listen to what I'm saying.
You taking offense to it.
No, ain't no
you
offense.
A street
I'm
nigga
clarifying.
taking offense to it.
No,
you a street nigga taking offense.
I'm a scholar. I'm an elite. I'm an elite. So I'm playing that one. So I'm saying, all I'm saying is for me to be someone that don't reach.
Come watch me work with children and you'll get the real me. Come watch me amongst kids and you'll get the real me. No cameras, no
Yeah,
nothing,
we need to
and
do
you'll
that.
See the real Charles.
We need to. Matter of fact, we need to put something together for around here. I'm feeding some families now.
I got one in a couple of days. I got HBCU, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So I got HBCU out there. I got a high school, and then I think a little league football organization. So I'm gonna do all that in like a 2-day time span this week. So
dope.
now, homie, the real me, homie. I can't bring to the world because they don't know the pain of our children. If I brought the real me, there's no way I could sit on these podcasts and have dialogue because I'm gonna take everything back to the lyrical content of hip hop. I'm gonna take everything back to how's Young Thug and all these people still getting highlighted, but y'all have never highlighted no victim of their crimes.
I don't want to talk about Thug.
All I'm saying,
I know you doing your, but you know that's my little. So
I'm saying, let's not talk about Thug. Let's talk about the victims of crime.
Yeah, let's talk about crimes that have victims.
Let's talk about victims of crime.
Yeah, let's talk about.
Let's not put a blanket on victims.
Let's talk about them.
So it's a lot of murders that's tied.
Let's talk about
It's a lot of murders that's tied to these guys that y'all interview. Where are the families that y'all go get their story? Because there's two sides to this coin now.
Right.
Why they
I'm the guy that interviewed Rich Homie Quan's father. I started that.
Rich Homie Quan didn't die of gun violence.
No, he's a victim though.
He died doing what he wanted to do.
His daddy was shot.
I don't give a damn. He's living.
Because of this.
So about victims of crime.
Yeah, let's talk about crimes that have victims.
All I'm saying, never the lyrical content of hip hop. I'm gonna take everything back to how's Young Thug and all these people still getting highlighted, but y'all have never highlighted no victim of their crimes.
I don't want to talk about Thug.
All I'm saying,
I know you doing your, but you know that's my little. So
I'm saying, let's not talk about Thug. Let's talk about the victims of crime.
Yeah, let's talk about crimes that have victims.
Let's talk about victims of crime.
Yeah, let's talk about.
Let's not put a blanket on victims.
Let's talk about them.
So it's a lot of murders that's tied.
Let's talk about
It's a lot of murders that's tied to these guys that y'all interview. Where are the families? Where are the families that y'all go get their story? Because there's two sides to this coin now.
Right.
Why
I'm the guy that interviewed Rich Homie Quan's father. I started that.
Rich Homie Quan didn't die of gun violence.
No, he's a victim though.
He died doing what he wanted to do.
His daddy was shot.
I don't give a damn. He's living.
Because of this.
I'm talking about the people who done buried their sons and stuff behind it. Don't tell. So if you want the real me, let's have that discussion. Other than that, I gotta play.
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
So let's name.
You want to talk about some victims?
So let's name some of Thug victims.
Nah, we don't talk about Thug. We're not talking about Thug. We're not talking about Thug.
Let me call Atlanta Police Department and get some names of Thug's victims then. Some people who done died.
We're not talking about Thug.
About the victims then.
Now let's talk about victims. Period.
We finna talk.
We ain't talking about Thug.
You can't now. We gonna talk about.
We not talking about Thug.
Let me get some of Thug.
Man, we not talking about Thug. Man, we leaving Thug out of this.
No, we ain't.
We moving forward. We moving forward.
Let's end the interview.
We ain't got to end the interview. We moving forward.
We can end the interview.
Man, we moving forward,
we can't talk about Thug and them victims.
We not talking about Thug, man. What kind of would I be to let you talk about Thug in front of me like that?
Thug victims, nigga.
What kind of victims?
Victims of crime.
Let's talk about it.
Murders.
Talk.
Murder? What I need to talk for? Let's go to Nut Mama and them.
Let's get to it.
Get Nut Mama family up here. Get Nut family up here.
Salute the Nut.
Get Nut family up here.
Listen, I'm the nigga talk to both sides.
Let me see get the name of these victims. What's Thug baby mama got?
I talk to both sides.
What's Thug baby mama got?
We ain't talking about
Let's
Thug.
talk to victims. Man, I don't want to talk no more.
We ain't talking about Thug, Charleston.
Let's talk about victims then.
Let's talk about victims.
Name some.
Of who?
What? All these murders.
I don't watch that shit. I'm not talking about them little.
Man, let me get the detective on her.
We're not talking about Thug, brother.
Let me get the detective.
Let's talk about some other things.
Let's call the victims of any rap crime then.
Let's talk about it.
Let's name some of Dirk victims.
I don't really know them.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all stay focused on the rappers. That's what I'm talking about right there, homie. The victims is invisible, but they pain ain't. These talk about who they, what they done. Oh, we can't talk about my nigga. And he hurt people. Nigga,
let me ask you a question.
I ain't never shot a gun at a black man.
Hold me accountable for what I done.
I've never shot a gun at a black man.
Hold me accountable for what I done. This is one thing. This is where you gonna find out that I'm elite.
I've never shot a gun at a black man ever before in my life.
Salute to you.
I've never kicked a black man in the head.
Salute to you.
I've never brought harm to a black man. They have.
I haven't.
I've never sold dope in a black community.
I haven't.
I've never sold dope to my people. I've never sold dope to my people.
You can't shine on me with that one, bro. I'm the nigga.
I ain't got no felony convictions. I ain't never left my kids.
I ain't never left mine.
You went to prison on them.
They were old.
I don't care. You went to prison. I ain't never left mine young or old.
Nigga. I'm the nigga.
I ain't got no felony convictions. I ain't never left my kids.
I ain't never left mine.
You went to prison on them.
They were old.
I don't care. You went to prison. I ain't never left mine young or old. It's what make me different from these.
Let me say something to you.
What make me different from these. Day one daddy, still here,
Hey,
still got
I beat my
no
charges.
felony conviction.
I beat
and my
my
kids
charges.
see me as a hero with no absentees as a father.
Me
you don't
neither.
know what them kids went through when you were gone.
I didn't leave them, brother. I beat my
I would
charges.
tell you were gone. If you was
Before
absent,
my
if you
children were
home, you can't
born.
make no excuses for me.
Before my children
I don't
were
wanna hear that
born,
shit.
I went to jail.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, I'm putting
I'm
it
not here
down.
excusing
My
I would
charges.
tell you were gone. If you was
Before
absent,
my
if you
children were
home, you
born.
can't make no excuses for me.
Before my children
I don't
were
wanna hear that
born,
shit.
I went to jail.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, I'm putting it down.
Hindered. I'm not hindered by that shit. I don't want nobody no apologies for what I've done as a man. They do crimes. I didn't commit crimes to my people.
What you talking about? You
I'm
just
talking.
talking.
About crimes predicated
Let's
against
break
your
it
people.
down
Say,
then.
Let's talk about
Let's
thugging
break
them
it
crimes.
down.
I ain't got nothing to talk
Let's
about.
talk about me and my crimes that you saying that I have.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Thugging them crimes I know about. I don't know about yours.
What kind of crimes? Let's talk about them.
You know them. That's your partner.
See, you want to talk about them. I'm saying it's so much to talk about in the world.
Murder to black people. Fuck the world. Fuck the world. Let's talk about the destruction that these causing. Still to this day.
Ain't nobody causing destruction.
Then
You
get off
just
the
talking.
snitch, thug. Let Gunna be free.
Hey, why we talking about thug?
Hold it accountable like you trying to do everybody else.
Then what I don't understand.
Hear that my nigga.
Then what I don't
Hold them niggas ass
understand.
accountable.
You ain't even having no conversation.
I don't want to have no conversation because you done lost the intelligence, Charles.
How I defend him? I said we don't want to talk about him.
Talk about it,
I'm
nigga.
a big homie.
Fuck
We
a
ain't
big
talking
homie
about
talk,
Charleston.
nigga. Lead
nigga.
your family. Fuck being
Nigga,
a homie, my nigga.
Then what I don't
Hold them niggas ass
understand.
accountable.
You ain't even having no conversation.
I don't want to have no conversation because you done lost the intelligence, Charles.
How I defend him? I said we don't want to talk about him. I'm a big homie.
Fuck
We
a
ain't
big
talking
homie
about
talk,
Charleston.
nigga. Lead
nigga.
your family. Fuck being
Nigga,
a
I done
homie.
led my village.
You done
nigga.
misled, nigga.
You got life fucked up.
Them
Fucked
nigga
up.
ain't even listening to you.
You
nigga.
got life.
These are Hardee's Frisco breakfast sandwiches starting at just $3.99. This is our bacon, sausage, 100%
Fucked up.
Then
What?
make him apologize
What?
to them. You say you're a big homie.
Of course.
Yo,
You crazy.
stop hollering big homie. Talk to name. I ain't no big homie. I'm a daddy.
I'm a daddy too,
I ain't
nigga.
no
I'm
big
multiple
homie. I don't
things.
lead no.
I'm
by
multiple
my
things.
motherfucking self.
Nigga, I
nigga.
lead the village,
Man,
nigga.
what village?
This one.
What village?
This one.
Name something you do out here.
I just fed 52 families last week. And I'm feeding 500 families
I
things
did
for the
that shit
families.
by myself for 10 years.
I'm
Man, don't
doing
talk
it
that
out my
shit to me.
pocket, though.
I did it out my pocket for 10 years. Never took a dollar from nobody.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's why I'm so goddamn old in what I say. I ain't never took
I'm
a
looking
grant.
for
I
you.
did
I'm
it by my
listening
God.
to you.
And it's documented. I did it out my pocket for 10 years. Never took a dollar from nobody.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's why I'm so goddamn old in what I say. I ain't never took
I'm
a
looking
grant.
for
I
you.
did
I'm
it by my
listening
God.
to you.
And it's documented. It is
Is
documented.
it? How much you spend?
What you mean? I didn't keep up with it. Fuck, I ain't itemized nothing.
How you spending? How you spending your own money and keeping up with it?
Because it was coming as it went.
That's what I'm
It's
telling
documented.
you.
501c3.
See, that's what I'm
Hyped
saying.
about hype youth outreach. It's
Tell
documented.
me how you
nigga.
spend
'Cause
your
gotta
own
pay
money ain't
taxes on-
documented.
You gotta pay taxes on
So
it.
how
nigga.
you don't
I'm
know
not
if you
the
ain't
accountant,
paid
nigga.
taxes?
I'm not the accountant. nigga.
Yeah, you should
The
have had
accountant
that
do it.
information. You've
I
been
still
talking
got
10
it. I
years.
still got it.
You've been
I still
talking
got it.
10
Didn't
years.
I
You
just
should
tell
have
you what
had
I'm
that
gonna do?
information.
I still do it. I ain't gotta prove it to you. I'm a big name in real life.
I'm a big name
Not
in real
in my
life.
world, you ain't.
Is you
Not
crazy?
in my world, you ain't. Nigga,
I get
just-
paid
man,
for everything,
man,
Charles.
Man, I'm in movies and everything. Nigga, I ain't seen your
I don't
name
wanna
nowhere.
do movies,
Just
nigga.
Revolt
I can
TV,
do
you up.
anything.
Man,
I'm
I'm
an
doing
iHeart.
everything. I own the juke, nigga.
Now why we gotta go
I
there?
get my own goddamn money, nigga. I get my own goddamn
Why we
money.
gotta go
I don't
there?
need iHeart to put
See, you
dick on
can't
me.
shine on me, Charles.
I ain't trying to shine.
So calm it down. Let's have a
No,
conversation.
you getting the character, nigga.
I don't want the
You got
character,
it now.
though.
You done already tapped into him. You
How?
can't untap the character.
How we doing
You
that?
asked for it. You got it. You asked
How
for
we
it.
doing
You asked
that?
for the character. You got it. We playing for the camera, y'all.
I'm not
That's
playing
what
for
he
the
want.
camera.
I told him I'm playing.
This is exactly why when you interviewing a nigga like this, you can't put no fucking, you can't bring your bias into it. Because this is eventually what ends up happening. Niggas got egos. The egos come into play. He keeps saying he an elite nigga. Like, bro, that's laughable. Nobody's trying to hear that. At all. But that's why I feel like being an interviewer, it's very important to stay neutral. You got to stay in that middle zone. You can't like side with, you can't be on a side. Like, I don't want to get it misconstrued that you can't pick a side. You actually can, because nobody said you can't. But you just can't heavily be on that side. Like, you just can't heavily address it to where that person that you interviewing, they feel like you put, like you against them. That's how you end up having people walk out on your shit after you done paid them $10,000. So it's very important, especially when you pay for it, like somebody to come to your platform and do your interview, that you try to stay neutral. And eventually, because at the end of the day, in the essence of, it's all about the guest. The people aren't really necessarily coming to see you, but they definitely coming to see the person that you interview, because they want to see what type of game and stuff that they're gonna give. So it's definitely important just to keep stuff like that in mind, bro. Don't end up like this nigga.
I told you
No, I'm not playing for the camera.
I'm playing for the camera.
But why you bring this out?
Nigga,
I'm trying to understand why you bring this little shit out.
You won't let me talk about what we need to talk about.
I
You
want to
say you
talk
wanna
about
have
a lot of things.
But we can't talk about that.
Nah, I said that's my little homie.
I don't care about homies. Nigga, I disrespect homies.
See,
nigga.
come on.
Crash out about their homies.
You know what kind of man? Come
I'm
on,
trying to
man.
see
How
if
you
they
gonna
crash
do
out
that in
about
front of me,
Send nigga
man?
at the prison about their homies.
And I'm
nigga, I ain't
going.
saying homie, your homie, but let's go then.
That's stupid though.
Man, let's
Why
play
we
then.
gonna do some
'Cause
stupid
nigga,
shit
we
like that?
trying to talk. You don't want to talk about it who hurt people?
No, listen,
Brag
man.
about hurting people.
It's so much to talk about.
Man, we spent 30 minutes talking about the sucker, so why we can't
That's
talk about
what I'm saying, and that was a mistake.
Man,
I just had that on my heart because I fuck with
and
you.
it's
So when
thug-
you
it's
sat
thug
down,
on my heart,
and
nigga,
that's the only reason I'm tolerating
I've been
it.
blowing big banks up, saying,
Let me
banks,
see-
y'all
let
ain't
me
gonna let
see
me
your-
talk about
let
it.
me see that light.
Y'all ain't gonna let me talk about it.
That's the only
We
reason
need-
I'm
come on, my
tolerating it,
nigga.
'cause it's on your heart.
So listen, so right now I'm getting ready to put another Murder Change Me event together. DJ Academic, we taking it to Jacksonville. I'm going to go get them victims. Cause don't nobody want to hear from the victim. They want the
that you
explain
talking
street
to the
code.
wrong.
I don't know who I'm
That's
talking
what
to
I'm
no
saying.
more.
That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
don't know,
This
man.
shit
I
kind
don't know
of
where to
weird
put this
to
shit
me,
no
bro.
more, man. My nigga,
I don't know how.
The character, man.
But
I
anyway,
just bring the
man.
character
Hey,
for the-
listen. It's Up There podcast. We're gonna do a second rolling intro. Charleston White here today. You been on the run out there in the streets, man. How you feeling, brother?
Exhausted.
Exhausted, state to state.
I fuck a lot of hoes and have a lot of fun.
How's the comedy doing?
I just put Woody on stage. So I'm going to go get other companies and put them on stage. Me and DJ Academic got a little tour coming up. I think February 2026. So we finna try to run it back.
You fuck with academics.
Yeah, I
huh?
fuck with that.
He brought you out there. Why he didn't get you in the NBA Young Boy tour? So anyway, let me do some context setting really quick.
Let me
really
ask
quick.
you.
Give me
So
do
now
some context.
he got me in. So we had our credentials and everything. I didn't want to go in.
Can I do some context setting just for the sake of for to be a journalist? For people who don't know, Charleston White had a Say Cheese interview that did 1 million views pretty quick, where he spoke about NBA Young Boy's tour. The following day after that interview dropped, NBA Young Boy happened to be in Texas. Charleston White then flew out to Texas, which is his hometown, home state, and got with academics to try to get in with NBA Young Boy. Then we got some word that the credentials were taken. Now, could you take it from?
I just started an anti-inflammatory diet, and at first I was nervous. I wouldn't have a ton of options, but Hungry Root made it so easy.
So here it is. So NBA Young Boy team reached out to me like that Wednesday or Thursday. They wanted to do a stream. So I told them, yeah, me and Ack go come to the concert on Monday. I done the Say Cheese TV interview at Friday or Saturday. And I'm just on there bullshitting. But I'm really meaning half the shit about what I done said.
So what half do we know that's true, and what half do we know that's bullshit?
I think most of his fans, for me just sitting back seeing, I think most of them, you can barely understand what the he's saying. Just a bunch of angry young, ain't got no girls around, they violent. So most of it I really believe. So
Is that for young boys fast?
All of them. Yeah, fans
So
and all.
on
Grown people too.
but does a young boy got 10, 11 children?
Yeah, all bastard babies. He got 13.
So he got women around him then.
He got no. He got one woman around, but he got 13 bastard babies.
13 different women.
13 bastard babies. Children born out of wedlock. So it's not called it's children born out of wedlock, which is spiritually comes with a certain kind of curse. When they talk of generational curses, you got 13 different kids. How many of them kids might end up fucking each other if we go be serious? How many of them mothers gonna be divided by this one and that one?
Bro, that threw me off.
So let's look at the effects of this shit.
But let's talk about the tour. We'll get to some of the effects. Back to the tour.
Okay, so
we're going to talk about some of that.
So back to the tour. So I got invited by
So
his
you
team.
get there.
I got invited by his team.
By Alex, who invited you?
I don't know. I got the numbers in my phone. So we did it. Shout
out Alex too.
I get invited by the team, right? So I tell them, yeah, man, me and Act go come to the Houston show. They say, all right, man, put Act in the group chat. So I was getting ready to go on stage. I probably been doing a Google, whatever that shit, a face-to-face call, because they wanted to make sure it was me. So we do the face call. So,
FaceTime or Zoom.
Whatever that shit is.
And Google Meet or something.
Google Meet shit. So we do the Google Meet. They want to make sure it's me. So I fly to Houston. Me and Act meet up. Show started by 6, 7. Act get there by 5. So I get there by 6:30. It ain't letting up. The doors or nothing ain't open till about 7. I'm already saying, fuck this shit. I ain't waiting in line to see no motherfucking. I don't come to no motherfucking concert. So I'm already agitated. Act stalling a little bit. I tell nigga, I'm finna go. Fuck that. I'm finna go.
He's stalling because they ain't fucking with you or what?
No, he ain't showed up yet. So when he show up, NBA Youngboy and the manager and them said, yeah, man, we fuck with it, man, but goddamn, man, he was talking shit on a new interview. So Act coming with the credentials. So Act said, hey, is it cool? Can I bring him in? Ain't gonna be no problem. Don't nobody say yes or no. So the little YN get off the bus and say something. Say, man, I'm going there talking shit. By this time, I done already left. I done already left by now. Cause nigga, you talking about 6 o'clock. He don't show up to the motherfucking thing. Damn near 10. What kind of y'all think I'm gonna be? I'm gonna stand around here and go through this. Nah, I left. I never went in and never stayed for the credentials.
But what made you?
So I'm finna tell you what happened. So me being me, and I can show you the details of the steps. I can text you, right? Text Act. I'm out before he even got there. Me being me, you know I gotta run my play. Say Cheese TV. Hey, I'm at the NBA Youngboy concert. Posted them. Just took my pass and woo. Just. Bloggers. He got banned. I never even went in, never even got to the motherfucking thing. I made the play.
But did they ever give you the green light?
I got the green light.
To go in.
They never said no, because they did not want to tell DJ Academics nor me no. If you listen to it, if you go watch the Act stream, I never even went to go in. I got tired before he even said, hey, come on, man. Where you at? They blowing me up. Where you at? I'm gone. But since I know it's what it is, I know this is the biggest rap artist in the world. You think I ain't finna attach my name to it? And if you think I'm lying, I can walk you through detailed steps and times with the phone calls and everything. I done a lot of celebrities like this. Set the play before we get out. It's called controlling the blogs. Content creation. Am I lying? No, I just added a little something to it.
But you said a lot of hurtful things, or you said a lot of things you seem to think are true about Young Boy.
What hurtful things I said? They dance that they do is look kind of gay.
Nah, we calling the children.
No, the fans. Not the children. I said the fans are, not the children.
Some of them were 18, 19.
So what I did was, and the reason why I say that is because every major city he do, since most of y'all don't know, I do research. I do quantitative and qualitative research and studies. I Google every major city he went to and sold out. The reading statistics, if you think I'm lying, every major city he went to is in the high to mid 30s on
New finished Ultimate Quantum costs less than Cascade? This just makes sense.
It makes sense because
reading percentages that these people can read on or above their grade level. The high 30s at the most. So I mean, most of these towns that they go to, people are illiterate. And I take it back. Mentally challenged. That sound better? I done my own study. If you think I'm lying, you do your study.
But where's your study at that the people that are buying the tickets are those people that you're speaking about from the study?
They skin color. So no white kids going. Most black kids in America can't read, my brother. Do your statistics. It's data on it.
Right, so that's a blanket. That's a blanket statistic that you can hide behind when you say something like that.
I can't hide behind it. Me and Charlie Kirk is speaking it, and you can't prove us wrong. He just dead and can't say it. I'm saying most black children in America cannot read on or above their grade level.
Right,
that's factual data,
and that's a great conversation to have. I'm saying, why are you calling the people at the NBA Youngboy tribe?
If you can't, because these are the ones that's going there. These are my people. I'm black, and I know most black people are dumb and stupid. That's why they listen to rap music.
Shit. How y'all feel about that, yeah? I feel like there was some truth in that statement. That shit definitely crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
I know that for a fact. Look at the conditions that they live in when they go back in. I know that as a black American. White people can't tell y'all this, but I can. I know. I'm an expert in.
To say what?
Y'all dumb, stupid.
Who is y'all?
Black people in America.
Let's disqualify me and you from this.
I'm putting us in it. I ain't disqualifying me. I'm black.
Yeah, but we talking to each other and we want to remain respectful.
We're dumb in America. We as black people are dumb, stupid, illiterate, uneducated, miseducated, angry, violent, and childhood traumatized, and blame everybody but their mamas and daddies.
Can a white boy be a thug?
I don't know. I'm not a white boy.
So you only can speak on black people?
That's it. I don't speak on nothing else. Nothing else.
Charlie Kirk ain't black.
Charlie Kirk spoke on black people.
That ain't what I said,
No. I ain't never spoke on Charlie Kirk till he died. I was asked about him.
That ain't what I said either.
You said
you spoke. You only speak on black people.
I speak on black issues. Charlie Kirk.
So black issues.
Charlie Kirk was a black issue.
Charlie Kirk was a black issue.
He was a white man that spewed out bullshit propaganda about black people. I never knew about him till he died. And when I found out about him, guess what? I said something about it.
Do you think the kids at the tour, the people that's 25 and under that go see NBA Youngboy, do you think that they are hurt people, hurt children?
Most of them have been molested, most of them violent, most of them angry, most of them come from traumatized mothers' experience. That's why they gravitate and relate to the music. It's always been the case.
Why not view them as wounded then?
Traumatized, wounded, hurt, fucked up, however you want to say it.
So why come in with the white principle type of verbiage?
I don't know white.
That's where they come from.
From white people?
Yeah.
I thought it came from psychologists.
Well, white people use it when a black person.
White people.
White people weaponize to black children.
White people have always used nigger.
White people weaponize retarded on black children.
No, they didn't. Because white kids was mentally retarded because black parents black people never took their kids to psychologists to be classified as mentally retarded.
No, we ain't talking about classified.
Homie, listen,
we talking about weaponized.
I don't know what you.
I was about to say, bro, he do got to keep in mind that he's talking to an educated, like, Charleston might sound crazy, bro, but he's actually talking to an educated ass person. Like, he went to college and everything. Well, I would think this dude went to college too, but overall, he just got to keep that in mind. Like, Charleston went to school for this shit. And usually when he try to make his point, he pushing out statistics. So
I ain't never heard white people use words.
That's right. You didn't go to school.
What I'm talking about.
So sometimes you need the student learn with his mouth closed. The student learn with his mouth closed.
What's your highest education?
Don't worry about it.
Pre-law.
This is what you wrong.
I had a private one-on-one tutor. I just recently left college.
Brother.
I teach at college.
Let me say something.
I teach
you
at
being
college.
ignorant,
now
Charles.
You being here. Anytime I listen to
I'm not a convict.
Man, that nigga tell you ain't got no education for me to listen to.
I'm not a convict.
You ain't
and
got
I have Charleston.
You ain't got no education for even listen
Charleston.
to my nigga. I teach at
That's
college.
what I'm saying. This a
I
costume.
teach at college. I teach at
Hey,
college.
I'm
my nigga.
elite,
I
Charleston.
teach now, homie. You uneducated, my nigga.
You wrong.
White weaponized word. I've never even heard white
people
word.
weaponize
Other than
retarded
nigga, other
black
than
chicks.
nigga, weaponized word. I've never.
Let's point this out. Because what did that say? So this how you know when you hurt a nigga feelings. When he put a whole editorial disclaimer in the bottom of your video. That's how you know you hurt a nigga feelings. That shit says the following statements made by guest Charleston White, they do not represent the views or verified facts of It's Up There podcast. Fast forward, he is a loving father, CEO, and business owner. He operates transitional homes, blah, blah, blah. All right, so pretty much a whole bunch of nothing. So if you ask me, this is what happens when you hurt a nigga's feelings. Because not only did he put this down trying to, like, control the narrative, but he also put behind this sign, our host is not a convicted felon. So he's pretty much hurt behind this whole fact that Charleston is calling him a convicted felon, and he just trying to paint it to where, like, trying to little boy him in a sense. That's the best way I can explain it. He trying to little boy him. Because if you ask me, there was no reason for this disclaimer to be put here at all. Like, what the fuck did you even put this down here for? He didn't say nothing crazy. There's no jump cut. Like, what are you trying to say here right here? Other than the fact that he called you a convict multiple times.
Hey, I'm elite, Charleston.
I teach now, homie. You uneducated, my nigga.
You wrong.
White weaponized word. I've never even heard white
people
word.
weaponize
Other than
retarded black chicks.
Other than nigga.
It's not calling me uneducated because that's unfortunate for us to.
Weaponized word. I've never heard that before. First time I've ever heard that from a
Well, let me
educated man.
teach you. The student learn with his mouth closed.
Did you ever go to jail on your children?
No.
Never.
Never.
Have you ever been to jail? You said they were grown when you went.
No,
right?
they wasn't born. I was grown. They wasn't born. I was grown.
We'll switch the topic. He's switching the
Listen
stories
what
up.
I'm saying.
I
Let's
don't wanna listen no
clarify.
more. I don't want to listen no more.
Okay,
I
so
don't
don't
want to
listen.
listen no more.
All right,
At the
so-
time, goddamn me by that. I got to get to that point. I don't want to listen no more. Hell, man, that nigga lost me. I thought
having a conversation.
I thought we would have some doubt.
We is.
You skipping over my.
What I'm skipping over?
No, you.
I don't want to skip over. Let me not do that. I don't want to skip
I gotta
over
be to
on
the
you.
airport 2 hours before motherfucking check-in time. What time we board? Come on, let's go. Yeah, I ain't got all day. I'm thinking we for that. That's why I like white. You see that new motherfucking interview with that
Charles.
white lady? That's the one. That Russian white lady I just did, that black lawyer paid up.
Why
That's
though?
the
Explain it.
Because
Explain
it's
it.
intellectual.
Well, we're trying to have an intellectual
No, we're not.
conversation.
No, we're not at
I'm
all.
asking you why
No.
you calling the children. I
all
believe.
retarded. They
Hold
just
on,
changed
Charleston.
the word.
Charleston, I believe that white people in the school system weaponize the word when they talk to black
I went
children.
to school with white people. I never heard the word.
You never heard.
Not from white people. I heard it in the house with black people. If y'all don't sit y'all head down somewhere, I heard it from black people telling their kids
Where
that.
you think the medicine come from?
I don't, man, listen, now, let's stick to where we hear our words.
No, I'm saying when they giving the medicine to the children in school.
I don't know.
Where you think they come from? They got to classify them before they drug them.
I don't know.
So that's all I'm saying, brother. I went to school with the...
I was a kid they gave medicine to, so I don't know what he's talking about. I took Prozac. Don't know what he's talking
They
about.
had to classify you before they gave you the Prozac, right?
No, but I wasn't classified.
That's pretty much gonna do it for me, squad. I'm honestly tired of them going back and forth over nothing. Charleston trying to explain his point, but bro ain't trying to let him cook for real. But if you want to watch the rest of that, that's where you can go. It's Up There podcast. What else we got? How y'all feeling, bro? Y'all doing good today? I ain't even asking how y'all day was or nothing. I hope y'all having a good day. Shaq and Jim Jones. Hold on, cause I'm tempted to watch that. I feel like the fucking timeline be boring, bro. Like, there don't really be nothing to really watch good for real. Yeah, have y'all seen this? This Afro man?
Grip, stability.
See what this is about.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. You may have a seat.
Thank you, Your Honor. For the record, would you give us your name, please?
My name is Joseph Edgar Foreman.
You are known under the stage name as Afro Man, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you create music videos and do performances, is
Yes,
that
sir.
right? How many states of the United States have you performed in, do you think?
All of them.
All 50.
Yes, sir.
And how many countries have you performed in?
I don't remember, but not all of them, but I've been to a few.
How many live performances did you do last year, roughly?
I don't know, possibly 250. I don't know, but I don't know.
Bro, what did this man do exactly? Like, do y'all know? Like, what did he do? I might have just answered my own question right here on this side, on this sidebar. Ain't that something? Literally answer my own fuck. Maybe act.
They got me feeling like I'm academic. Can't ride no way.
So Afro Man has like a lawsuit, and I want to get into it a little bit because I heard it's some interesting shit. He got sued for defamation. Let me see. What's the deal? What is the deal with this Afro Man lawsuit? I think he was sued by cops because the cops are claiming he defamed them. And he's saying, I didn't defame y'all. I basically used my artistic expression to liken y'all to whatever. But that's not defamation, which, again, I'm going to be honest with you. All defamation cases having to do with music, they're always going to reference that Drake-Kendrick Lamar thing because that was dismissed, right? Like, there's something on the books that says if you say some stuff in music, it could be passable and not up for defamation.
Segrid releases immediately.
Hey, let me see.
His vest that he...
Oh, he used them for his music video. Afro Man music video. Okay, so it looks like he probably used some body cam stuff. Oh, so 2 years ago, he puts out this video. Will you help repair my door? Okay, I'm gonna mute it, but it looks like this is police coming into his house or raiding his stuff. Okay, it looked like they were executing a search warrant. They were doing a lot. And it looked like he probably beat the case. Interesting. I know Afro Man only from the Because I Got High thing. He also put up...
You just know some shit walked out that crib, for sure.
Oh, he used some even more footage for another song. Oh, wow. So that's why they're suing him.
So they sue him because he made a music video and put them in it of them raiding his crib? Like, nigga, what? What's the word about Mystical doing time for what he committed to? He admitted to it? You know what, Sunshine? Just for you, we're gonna find out. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, we'll just do this. Type of what one hand looks different. Easier said than done. Yeah, I came across the news feed 2 days ago.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Louisiana rapper Mystical has pleaded guilty to third-degree rape charges in connection to a case which dates back to 2022. He now faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. Dang, what kind of plea was that to still get 20 years?
I thought he was still locked up for another situation like that.
Bro, what does Shorty mean? This is all he got in a sense. Man, this is a serious allegation. Like, what are you doing? This is a serious allegation. You talking about what type of plea is that? He only got 20 years. You need to be asking, nigga, that's all he got? That's just me, though.
Something like that, I think. I'm
He
not
just got out.
Sure.
He just got out and did it again?
Yeah.
To a whole new person?
No, the same one.
I think, yeah, the same
The
one, right?
case dates back to 2022.
Well, that's why I'm not trying to be funny, but
Let her finish the story. She got some more.
Oh, Mystical's legal name is Michael Tyler, and he was arrested back in 2022 on rape and domestic abuse charges. The judge in the case ordered a pre-sentence investigation before the sentencing, which is set for June 16th. The plea deal reduced more serious charges, including first-degree rape and robbery, which could lead to a mandatory life sentence. Oh, my goodness. Mystical also faced similar charges back in 2004 for sexually assaulting his hairstylist, so that's probably what you're talking about, Kay. He ended up spending 6 years behind bars and was labeled a registered sex offender. Like, that is crazy. You never expect the people that you came up in the game with to catch, like, a rape charge. Like, dude, you could
Unbelievable.
You could get any woman back in the day. Like,
Don't he sing, Jake, watch yourself.
Bro, that's the sad part about it. Like, when you think about it, he really could have got all kinds, any type of shades. And he chose to still do that nut ass shit. It absolutely mind blows me how some people are just absolutely wired different. That they can have all this fucking money in the world and they still choose to do nut ass shit. Like, it absolutely mind blows me, bro. I can't even fathom. But I guess, like, when you get all that much money, bro, you just get bored. Like, now, the everyday, regular life shit probably just not exciting no more. So they probably just, not saying to the allegation, but, like, niggas want to get money and just go to the moon or something. Like, you feel me? Just get money and just want to do different shit. But as far as the allegation, I don't condone that at all. Like, he could have got any type of shade that he wanted, and he still chose to do that.
Yeah. He told us to watch ourselves.
Show me what you're working with.
Watch yourself.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, he wasn't talking to
Oh,
y'all.
Lord, maybe that aggressiveness did not help a thing.
At all.
All right, y'all, moving on. Shaka Khan, she is ready to tell her life story, including the ups, the downs, and the in-betweens, and it's titled I'm every woman. Of course. Shaka says she's been trying to find a way to tell her story her whole life for quite some time. And now that she's 72 years old, she's reached the point of feeling like, let's just do it. She says it was hard to find a girl to portray her who was wild enough, but they did find an English pop star named Alexandra Burke. Now, Alexandra will recount Shaka's life from her upbringing on Chicago's South Side to her rise to fame. Now, Shaka's battle with drugs will also be portrayed in the musical. Most people try to stay away from that, but it is what it is, and if it's what you've been through, then you might as well talk about it and portray it, get it portrayed in the movie. Man. So while she was building her career, she's talking about behind the scenes when she was battling cocaine, heroin, alcohol, and prescription medication addictions. That is a lot. But Shaka says her innate resilience is what helped her navigate through those seasons, and she's just happy she made it through. I'm Every Woman will premiere in London on March 20th, and I'll let y'all know when it will be here in the States. And last but not least, Jada Pinkett Smith signed a Netflix deal to the upcoming Different World sequel series, reprising her role as Lena James.
Oh, that's what's up. Actually, what's up? I fucked with that. I love when stories end on a good note, cause it would have absolutely fucked my day up if she would have started off and ended that video with that first story. So yeah, I fucks with that. I love stories that end with a good note. Shout out Jada Pinkett and shout out Shaka Khan.
She recently teased her comeback on an Instagram post, and she showed everybody the picture with her character's name, Lena James, posted on the door. The sequel was first announced to be developing in 2024, and it was officially picked up in 2025. Now, the new version is set at the fictional HBCU Hillman College, and will follow Deborah as she enters the freshman year at her parents' HBCU alma mater. And I think her parents are Dwayne Wade and Whitley, so I think it's their daughter, showing their daughter. But Jada's character first joined the original show during its 5th season. All right, y'all. Well, we want to say thank you also to everyone who entered our We Them Ones comedy test.
Yeah, that's what's up. I fuck with that. Ain't bad, sunshine. Ain't it crazy how the government be listening to you? It'll pop up on the screen, yeah. Ain't it crazy how the government just be listening to the conversations? What was we just talking about? And look what pops up. From 3 years ago, by the way. Only from 3 years ago. I'm not gonna cave into it though. I'm not watching that shit. I'm gonna fuck their algorithm up. Oh shit, Sunshine, you seen the one I did on I did a loneliness epidemic. You seen that? I do want to play this one because I do feel like it's important. And not too many people really talk about it. What's going on, squad? Welcome back to BTB Reacts. It's your boy BTB Swaggy, and you are back with another video. So today, squad, I wanted to talk to you about something, and it's definitely about your mental and your physical health. I definitely feel like you got to check up on it every once in a while and make sure it's straight. The topic overall is going to be about loneliness, how that affects people in this modern day, especially in a time where we should feel more connected in an internet age. But if you ask me, loneliness is just not a personal feeling no more. It's sort of become this weird social condition, and it's not only affecting us youngsters out here, but it's also affecting the older people out there as well. Just even people in relationships. It just feel like the moments where you can be surrounded by people and still feel invisible. Like you can have followers on your Instagram and still have nobody to call. But overall, I'm just saying, like, you could be in a crowded city and still feel like you don't belong there at all. So the biggest question I asked myself anyway was, why does the world feel more disconnected at that exact moment when it should feel the most connected? So that's what we're gonna be breaking down today, squad. So in the BTB universe, every story. Alright, so squad, let's get it. Loneliness to me is like one of the most quietest forces that are shaping our modern lives today, because it doesn't make the headlines, it doesn't dominate breaking news banners, it's not on CNN, it's not on Fox really, and it doesn't really announce itself with dramatic moments or, you know, visible events. But we know it's there, right? It's there in the background of our routines. It's in the gaps between our conversations. It's in the spaces where the community used to live. I think we can agree that over the last 2 decades, the world changed faster than we could possibly, you know, keep up. And if you ask me, I feel like part of that to blame is technology.
Different things in life, but technology like social media can project an ideal of success that we all feel like we should meet. Part of being successful is having someone they adore by their side. What do men want out of relationships, and how does technology affect that? Men struggle to meet and court women because the channels to do so are extremely competitive. The unfortunate truth is that the best times to meet women and form relationships are when you're young, in high school or university. Past that point, it becomes more difficult. Loneliness is on the rise because outside of high school and university, and the experiences associated with those periods of life, we have to rely on technology to meet people.
Technology seemed to really it connected us instantly, but having a connection and being close to somebody, it's just not the same thing. See, with a connection, you can have access to millions of people, but you can still feel wanted by none. Sociologists actually call this the great social drift, or you can call it the downward drift. But if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much just a theory where an individual, let's say he's dealing with schizophrenia, they start to experience a decline in their socioeconomic status. So they start drifting into these lower social classes, or they become homeless due to the illness. Overall, it's pretty much just a slow and steady movement where you're starting to go away from shared spaces and just, you know, your shared lives. But this shift was actually accelerated by digital culture, just urban isolation, just overall the pace of your modern life. And that result is something that we as people rarely talk about, squad, because that result ended up being a global rise in loneliness, started to affect mental health, physical health, the creativity, just the overall very fabric of the community. But I'm not trying to f your day up. Don't let me do that. This isn't about sadness at all. I promise you it's not. But it's simply just a story about how we are designed as humans and what happens when we build a world that we no longer can keep up with. This is the loneliness epidemic that I'm talking about. It's happening quietly, but it's for sure everywhere, all around, at all corners. It's happening at once, but it's quiet as See, like that feeling that you get when you feel lonely and shit, that don't just come out of nowhere, but it actually was like sewn into the fabric of the modern life. It's not caused by like one event. It's not one invention, definitely not caused by just like one moment. It's really a cumulative effect of a world that's just changing faster than we can adapt. It's just to the point where the connection is everywhere, but we rarely feel close with somebody anymore. So we can communicate constantly with everybody all over the world, but you can rarely feel understood. So don't feel bad. This is not one of those type of pieces, yo. Loneliness is not a personal failure. It's a culture signal. It's a bell that had to be rung because nobody else seemed to really be talking about it. So as I said before, loneliness, it spreads quietly, right? Not through the dramatic events, but just through your small little daily shifts in life. And that can be from, you know, you start sharing fewer meals with people. You don't eat with that many people no more. You might just stay to yourself. You might catch yourself staying out of community spaces. And on the flip side of that coin, you might be more online, or you might spend more time alone. Researchers actually have a term for this, and they call it social thinning. And it just means that all of the ties that hold a community together actually start to weaken. And it's not because people just all of a sudden just disappeared. It's simply the fact that people just stopped interacting with each other. They just started to become like parallel. And obviously, if you look at a railroad track, for instance, they rarely intersect at all. I think we both know as humans, we are social organisms. Like, we are pretty much built to expect this type of, you know, touch, just a shared presence. And if I had to make the argument, for most of human history, isolation was dangerous as like almost wiped ourselves off the map. And if you don't believe me, this is literally what I'm talking about. For instance, COVID-19, that's widespread lockdowns. If you had a loved one or anybody in the hospital, it was restricted visits, solitary confinement, which has been a thing since the 18th century. And actually, bro, the UN actually calls it restrictive housing or torture. But this practice pretty much affects 120,000 US prisoners yearly, often leading to PTSD, anxiety, and paranoia. And if you want to go back even further, you have the medieval period where even just being alone, bro, because the population was so low, it was worse than death. Imagine that time, bro. Your punishment was we gonna leave you by yourself. Like, that was your punishment. Just imagine that was your punishment. That shit, they used it as a punishment and for, you know, politic tactics and shit, but that was overall worse than death at some point in time. So that shows you how serious that this was. Like, it's levels to this. Not to mention, this can also start to affect you physically and mentally. On the health side of it, it's equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day, and it increases your risk of having heart disease, stroke, and it weakens your immune functions. And on the mental side of it, increases your likelihood of having dementia, and it, you know, it will start to decline your cognitive performances. It's actually more increasing into elder adults, especially over the age of 65. This is more likely due to retirement or the death of a spouse, or they just living by themselves in a rural area or unsafe environment. But that actually increases chances of a premature death. Absolutely wild, if you ask me. And today, isolation is even more common, but the brain itself doesn't actually know the difference because it still takes that loneliness as a threat. And studies show that loneliness actually increases your cortisol. Ain't positive at all. Cortisol is pretty much a vital steroid hormone that acts as the body's primary stress regulator. So in more simpler terms, that whole function is it weakens your immune system, it disrupts your sleep cycle, and it just reduces your performance. So loneliness isn't just an emotional feeling no more because it's harming you physically. Just look at it like it affects your body the same way that it would if you were hungry, because that connection, right, is a biological need. That's all I'm saying. Over the last 20 years, the culture shifted dramatically. Everything that we know from work, shopping, entertainment, even our friendships, that all moved online. So the convenience, yeah, you can say it increased, but the community decreased because not too many people interacting no more. Anthropologists, I'm honestly just happy I was able to say that word, but they actually call this the automation of daily life. So it's more like you become more independent, you want more freedom, but on the flip side, you're less interdependent and you want less connection. So yin and yang. So in essence, you can say we gained efficiency, but we lost the very rituals that hold us together. It's without a doubt that technology connected us instantly, yo, but that connection came at a price, because that connection that I said earlier and that closeness that you have with somebody is no longer the same. See, on the connection side, you can talk to thousands of people. That's cool. You could also feel known by none at all. You can scroll for hours on TikTok, but you could also never feel seen. This is what we call like the digital paradox, because you got more communication, cool, you got more visibility, you see more stuff, and you got more access to stuff, but you got less connection. Overall, you just got less intimacy. We can't really blame nobody but ourselves, because we built these very same tools that's supposed to connect us, and they did connect us. The problem was we didn't build a system to sustain that. So the gap between the two is where the loneliness is thriving, because it grows. Like I said, squad, if y'all know me though, this story isn't only about loss. Like, come on now, y'all know I'm all about the aftermath. It's also about reinvention, right? Because obviously as this going on, new forms of the community is going to start to emerge. You're going to have online groups like Discord servers, group chats. You're going to have digital friendships. Hell, even AI companions is going to start, they becoming part of the landscape now. These are in no way like replacements for human connection though. They damn sure extensions of it. The solution to it, to combat this, is not to make more noise, obviously, but it's about having more humans. We need more honesty. We need more human presence. We need more people that's willing to reach out even when it feel awkward. And like I said before, don't beat yourself down. Loneliness is not a personal flaw at all, but it's rather just a human signal, because we all deal with it. But it's just a real simple reminder that we all are wired for a connection and we all need each other. So loneliness is not the loud and banging crisis that's going on that you always hear about, but it's the quiet one, because it's the one that's happening in the background of our modern lives today, but also one that we can change by rebuilding the community, the presence, rebuilding that connection. This is the loneliness epidemic that I was talking about, but this is also the moment that we can start to understand it. And what better way to understand it than at the BTB Universe? Bro, I didn't do that to try to shit on loners at all either. Cause everybody different. But I was saying every now and then you do need a human interaction. Cause damn, it don't just affect you emotionally, it affects you mentally. And then it started affecting your health. Like, bro, that's equivalent to 15 cigarettes, smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It's not worth being on that loner shit. Nothing wrong with it. But like I said, every now and then, bro, like as humans, bro, we just built and designed to want a human interaction. That's why people that try to live that loner life, bro, they don't live too long. Cause that shit starts to affect them. No person, even our grandmas, bro, we seen them. The minute granddaddy or grandma die, the other one is not too long behind them. They not built to live by themselves that long, bro. But yeah, I like that one. I was iffy about
Welcome.
I wasn't really jacking. Pause. I wasn't really fucking with it too tough. And safe to say, wars don't end when the headlines fade and go away, but you know, they just linger, they echo, they don't reshape just the rooms, but they reshape lives long after the world scroll and moves on. Pretty much exactly what's going on in Iran. The world is seeing conflict, but the aftermath is where the story is really going to live. Beyond the politics, the borders, the noise, these are people like families, cities, cultures, futures. Today, we're pretty much breaking down the aftermath of the war, not the battlefield side of it though, but the human field side. This isn't about sides at all. Speaking of, this isn't about leaders at all. Damn sure isn't. You know, this is simply just about the impact on what it has on the culture, the resilience, and the story that continues long after the smoke is gone.
The same. Iranians are really, really friendly, hospitable. You can see wherever we go, people come to you, they talk to you, they want to know your idea about Iran, and they are very friendly.
I like it. I love you too.
So I'm sure you know when the conflict erupted, the world reacted instantly. The news, alerts, maps, speculation, people were scared, all type of shit started happening, right? In a war, the fighting is going to have to stop at some point, and that's when the rebuilding is going to start to begin. And rebuilding is always slower than the destruction. You know, cities don't heal overnight, people don't heal overnight.
Back in the 70s, Iran was a different place. It was comparable to Paris. Women dressed freely, bars were thriving, and the culture felt more open and westernized. But after the 1979 revolution, when the Islamic Republic took over, everything changed. New laws and restrictions reshaped daily life, especially for women.
Nations just don't heal overnight. So Iran has pretty much stepped into that long and difficult chapter, like the chapter after the chapter the world paid attention to. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, you can kind of like play this into like the Bible sense. If Noah did warn the world obviously chose to ignore his warnings. Any more like simpler terms, pretty much saying we didn't pay attention until the conflict actually started happening.
Today, these changes are why many see Iran as a scarier place to visit. But in my experience, the media overlooks the warmth of Persian people.
But as we all know, every conflict has a human cost, unfortunately, and Iran is feeling that to the core. It's displacing families, communities are getting fractured, and it's interrupting a lot of the futures that's over there.
Well, on the drive, we've been seeing little huts and people living out here, and I asked Amin what's going on, and he said these are called Qashqai nomads. We have about 1 million of them in Iran, and within 20 years they're expected to be all gone because of new generations wanting to live in cities and stuff.
And in the aftermath, something else is starting to like emerge, and that's the resilience, the quiet kind, the everyday kind. It's the type of kind that doesn't really trend, but it transforms. It refers to people rebuilding homes. You got shops that are reopening, just returning to everyday daily routines before the conflict. You know, these people are pretty much trying to reclaim normalcy in a world that no longer feels normal.
Known for their vibrant rugs and textiles, the Qashqai maintain strong ties to their community and have a deep appreciation for music and storytelling. However, I am heartbroken to find out that their way of life is at risk of dying out due to modern modern pressures and changing land use.
But that's the part that the headlines never really capture either. They don't get that because it's the slow, steady, stubborn return to life thing. It's not really exciting to watch. I mean, and that's kind of like relatable, right? Nobody ever really wants to stay there when you're building it. They always like when you're at the finish line. Nobody ever stays with you when you're jogging to it though. So Iran is a country with thousands of years of culture, poetry, architecture, music, philosophy.
We've entered a beautiful village called Palangan.
The village is famous for its architecture. It's a step. It's interesting that the courtyard of a house is the roof of the house.
The next house.
The next house, exactly.
In the aftermath, that culture starts to become, you know, a lifeline now because people start to lean on a tradition. They start to lean on the community, on the identity.
As you can see behind me, they still use donkeys to get around this village, just like ancient times. And when you're here and you see these old mud brick buildings and the way the society works, you really feel like you're in the 1700s.
And these are the things that conflict can shake up, and they necessarily can't really erase it because culture has always been like an anchor in the storm. And in Iran, culture didn't just survive the aftermath. So not only did you not erase it, it's pretty much going to carry these people through.
Domestic wars here in this region, but fortunately it says that now everything is safe and good.
Nice. In 1980, 1 year after the Iranian Revolution, one of the deadliest conflicts in the Middle East reached Palangan. It was called the Iran-Iraq War. Saddam Hussein launched a surprise invasion of Iran, seeking to gain control of border territories and oil reserves. The war escalated into a brutal 8-year conflict, marked by trench warfare, chemical weapons, and a high number of deaths. Kurdish fighters on both sides were now caught in the middle of two fighting nations.
So as the world watch and we continue to watch this conflict, the aftermath that we see pretty much reveals something deeper than that. So nations responded, organizations, you know, mobilized, communities started to know, you know, they started to rally. And, you know, while the political landscape remained complex, one thing was clear for sure. The human story resonated far beyond Iran's borders.
Are you from Esfahan?
No, I'm from Estefan.
What's Estefan?
Just kidding.
So, what do you like about Esfahan?
I like the inflation. I like the political situation, sanctions. It's great. The river is dry. What's good about Iran? The nature is very varied. We got mountains, we got desert, we got the sea. The people are friendly. We don't have that variety in food. We have problems. We have daily problems. We have daily inflations, and those stressful. You know, every time when you're bombarded with the news, stress about the future. People are very educated, but mostly they want to immigrate outside Iran. There are people everywhere. American people are very friendly. I think they are very open-minded. You know, the problem is between the governments, not about people. I love American people. I love their dollars, especially.
And that's because conflict may be local, but compassion all over is global, right? There's compassion everywhere in the world. It's around every corner. So the aftermath became like a reminder of how interconnected the world really is. In the months following the conflict, Iran entered a new phase, one not really defined by war, but by rebuilding and recalibration, right? They was getting their shit together. So infrastructures started to get repaired again, communities started to reorganize, local initiatives started to gain momentum. So economically, socially, culturally, the country started to get back on its feet, started to find its foot. So while those challenges started to remain, the progress is visible. The schools started to reopen, markets started returning to normal, cultural events started to resurface, just a sense of rhythm slowly returning to daily life. Like I said, they started to get their feet about them. But it's not necessarily a full recovery by far, but it's definitely a real one. And that's the part that the world starts to miss often, because the quiet victories never really get pushed to the forefront for the people to see, but the small wins are the steps forward that don't make the headlines, but they damn sure matter deeply. See, if you ask some people, the aftermath of the war in Iran it's not a political story at all, but it's a cultural one for them too, because it's about how people are adapting, it's about how communities rebuild, it's how identity can survive, it's about the resilience, the creativity, the human instinct to pretty much move forward even when the world feels stuck, or, you know, it constantly feel like no matter where you go, everything happens like drama. And that's the part that defines Iran's story. It's not the conflict, but it's the comeback, pretty much like Mr. Tenderism.
How does it make you feel that the entire world looks down on Iran? They think it's a terrorism country. There's just this horrible, dark picture of Iran that the whole world sees. How does that make you feel?
Because Iran always is in the media in a bad way. So just recently, like in 7 October, what happened in Israel. So in the news, most of the country, they say, oh, Iran got involved with the war. So and they put pictures of the war.
So that's the media. It's completely separated from the people.
Exactly, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
So, you know, Comeback is built on culture, right? It's built on the community. It's built on the quiet strength of everyday people. So yeah, the war, it was a moment for sure, but the aftermath is the reality. It's a reality that's shaped not by headlines, but by humanity itself. And as Iran continues to build on that, the world is reminded of how something so simple can be powerful. But conflict may define a chapter, but it can't never really define the whole story. The people do.
If you could say one message to everybody in the world.
I would say تعصب بیجا مانع درک است.
So the clip is the moment, of course, but the aftermath is the truth, and the recovery. You know, that's the legacy.